In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NFL games happening on December 24, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Washington Commanders versus New York Jets. The upcoming inter-conference matchup on Sunday afternoon features the Washington Commanders facing off against the New York Jets. The Commanders suffered a road loss against the Rams in their recent outing, while the Jets experienced a lopsided defeat on the road against the Dolphins. Their last encounter took place in 2019, with the Jets emerging victorious with a 34-17 scoreline. Both teams, however, find themselves eliminated from playoff contention. As the season unfolded, initial optimism for the Commanders has faded away. Washington endured a 5-game losing streak, marked by several blowout losses. Notably, they conceded 45 points each against the Dallas Cowboys and Miami Dolphins. In their recent face-off with the Los Angeles Rams, the Commanders managed to score 20 points, but their defense yielded 28 points. Quarterback Sam Howell, currently playing for his future as the team's starting quarterback, faces a crucial juncture. Washington averages 20 points per game but struggles defensively, allowing an average of 30 points. The upcoming game demands a robust offensive performance from Washington. The Jets find themselves at the tail end of a season that has left them with little to play for, prompting questions about the team's motivation. In their recent clash against the Miami Dolphins, the Jets displayed a lackluster defense, coupled with an offense that failed to register any points. Quarterback Trevor Siemian, given extended playing time, completed 14 of 26 passes for 110 yards, with 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. The Jets' offensive approach lacked balance, evident in their mere 12 rushing attempts. Throughout the season, the Jets have averaged 14 points while conceding an average of 20.5 points. The availability of quarterback Zach Wilson remains uncertain due to a concussion. Following this game, the Jets are set to face the Browns. New York faces its 4th starting quarterback of the season in Trevor Siemian, filling in for the injured Zach Wilson. While opinions may vary on Wilson, it is evident that the offense performs considerably better with him at the helm compared to Tim Boyle or Trevor Siemian. Siemian's limited playing time this season includes 39 attempts, with an average of 4.5 yards per attempt, 2 interceptions, and no touchdowns. The Commanders, despite their recent losing streak, have faced formidable opponents such as the Rams, Dolphins, and Cowboys. The Jets, on the other hand, secured a lone victory against the Texans with Wilson as quarterback, but have faced 6 consecutive losses since. Their struggles include a substantial 21-point defeat to the Chargers, along with losses to the Raiders and Falcons. Siemian, who hasn't won an NFL start in 6 years, faces a challenging situation, particularly with an offensive line that consistently faces challenges. As a result, the Washington Commanders to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The identity of the Jets starting quarterback doesn't significantly alter concerns about their ability to score points. The Jets' offense is underwhelming, lacking a reliable quarterback option. Conversely, the Jets' defense is expected to step up significantly, presenting a challenge for Washington. Both offenses are anticipated to struggle, keeping the overall game score below the projected total. Consequently, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Green Bay Packers versus Carolina Panthers. One team emerged victorious last week, and it's not the one many anticipated. The Green Bay Packers find themselves slipping away from playoff contention, while the Carolina Panthers inadvertently breathe life into the hopes of other teams eyeing the coveted 1st overall pick. This Sunday, the trajectories of these teams are set to collide at Bank of America Stadium. Will the Panthers secure another surprising win, or are the Packers positioned for a rebound? This upcoming Sunday will witness the Green Bay Packers facing off against the Carolina Panthers, the latter coming off a significant upset against the Falcons, clinching their 2nd victory of the season. After a promising run with wins over the Chiefs and Lions, the Packers have faltered with consecutive losses to the Giants and Buccaneers. Yet, this slump presents an opportune moment to invest in Green Bay. Before their recent setbacks, the Packers had won 4 of their last 5 games, and Jordan Love was showcasing the potential of a franchise quarterback. Despite the recent defeats, Love has thrown only one interception in his last 5 games and is tied for the 5th most touchdown passes in the NFL with 25. The Panthers are grappling with a tumultuous season, even with the glimmer of last week's triumph. Despite the win, they remain the league's bottom dwellers. Their offense struggles to find its rhythm, averaging a mere 14 points per game. Rookie quarterback Bryce Young is experiencing a challenging debut season, tallying only 9 touchdowns against 9 interceptions. Anticipate another challenging game for the Panthers offense and an expected defensive struggle leading to a high point total against them. Green Bay suffered a significant setback in their recent clash with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. According to NFL.com's projections, this home loss dropped the Packers from the 7th seed in the National Football Conference to the 11th spot, with their postseason chances plummeting from 50% to 18%. The saving grace for Green Bay lies in the fact that Carolina hasn't scored an offensive touchdown in the first half since October 29th, spanning 7 consecutive games. Despite recent struggles, Jordan Love continues to shine in his inaugural season as the starter, throwing 11 touchdowns with only 1 interception in the last 5 games, completing 68.8% of his passes. This game holds immense significance for Green Bay, especially after their defense faced challenges against Baker Mayfield last week. With a young offense, fluctuations are expected, but a rebound for the Packers seems plausible. Thus, the Green Bay Packers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Panthers clinched only their 2nd win of the season last week against the struggling Atlanta Falcons. Offensively, they've been lackluster, ranking 30th in yards and 29th in points. Consequently, they've played catch-up throughout the season, a trend likely to persist in Sunday's game. So far, the Panthers have only taken snaps with a lead on 14.1% of their plays, the lowest mark in the league. Aaron Jones, historically successful against Carolina, may prove pivotal, having run for 238 yards and 4 touchdowns in 2 previous wins for the Packers against the Panthers. Expect the Packers to heavily rely on Jones, given Carolina's rush defense yielding an average of 118 yards per game, ranking 20th in the league. The Packers' defense has demonstrated resilience throughout the season, setting the stage for a stellar performance against the struggling Panthers, who have averaged a mere 10 points per game in their last 5 outings. This presents a favorable scenario for the Packers to assert their defensive prowess. While the Panthers held the Falcons to just 7 points last week, it's crucial to note the familiarity of a divisional matchup. Envisioning the game script for this encounter, the Packers' offense may surge to an early lead, subsequently focusing on a ground game strategy to control the clock. Anticipate the bulk of scoring to come from the Packers, with their defense effectively keeping the Panthers out of the end zone for a significant portion of the game. It won't be surprising if the Panthers struggle to reach double-digit points in this matchup. Thus, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Jacksonville Jaguars versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers. In an interconference clash, 2 teams hailing from the Sunshine State are set to vie for an enhanced position in the race for postseason contention. The Jacksonville Jaguars embark on a journey to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on a Sunday afternoon away game. Jacksonville faced a setback in their previous match, succumbing to a 23-7 defeat at home against Baltimore, failing to cover the line as a 4-point underdog. Conversely, Tampa Bay secured a 34-20 victory on the road against Green Bay, exceeding expectations as a 3.5-point underdog. Although the Jaguars hold a historical 4-3 advantage in the regular season series, the Buccaneers have claimed victory in the last 2 encounters, including a decisive 28-11 road triumph on December 1, 2019. Currently positioned in 4th place in the National Football Conference and leading the National Football Conference South, Tampa Bay ascended to the top spot after the Saints lost to the Rams, while the Falcons maintain a 6-8 record. On the other hand, Jacksonville occupies the 4th spot in the National Football Conference with an 8-6 record, sharing identical records with the Colts and Texans in the American Football Conference South, adding an extra layer of competitiveness to their playoff aspirations. The recent struggles of the Jacksonville Jaguars have seen them fall to the Bengals, Browns, and Ravens consecutively. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence boasts a completion rate of 65.9%, amassing 3,525 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. Noteworthy contributions in the receiving department come from Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley, and Evan Ingram, while the ground game, led by Travis Etienne Jr., averages 98 yards per contest with 837 yards and 9 touchdowns. Defensively, the Jaguars allow an average of 22 points and 360.1 yards per game, with key performers including Foyesade Oluokun Okun, Josh Allen, and Darius Williams. Meanwhile, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have recently triumphed over the Panthers, Falcons, and Packers. Quarterback Baker Mayfield boasts a 63.5% completion rate, tallying 3,315 yards, 24 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. The receiving tandem of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, along with Rashad White, contribute significantly to the offensive output. On the defensive front, Tampa Bay concedes an average of 21 points and 359.9 yards per game, featuring standout players like Antoine Winfield Jr., Vita V, and Christian Izien. Amidst uncertainty earlier in the week regarding Trevor Lawrence's availability, the Jacksonville Jaguars confirmed on Saturday that Lawrence has cleared the concussion protocol and is set to start in Week 16 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Despite Lawrence's return, skepticism surrounds the Jaguars' recent form as they endured 3 consecutive defeats, with their most recent outing resulting in a humbling 23-7 loss at home to the Ravens. Previous losses to the Browns and Bengals, conceding at least 31 points in each, revealed vulnerabilities that cast doubt on the Jaguars' earlier 8-3 season start. The Jaguars' sole standout victory came against the Bills in London, a circumstance favoring them with consecutive weeks in the UK. Conversely, the Buccaneers ride a 3-game winning streak, highlighted by a commanding performance in a 34-20 victory against the Packers at Lambeau Field. Baker Mayfield's stellar showing raises questions about the Jaguars' ability to contain the formidable duo of Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Injury concerns compound the Jacksonville Jaguars' challenges, with Christian Kirk on injured reserve and Zay Jones questionable with a hamstring injury. Quarterback Trevor Lawrence has targeted Calvin Ridley more frequently in compensating for Kirk's absence, but the connection has struggled to materialize. The uncertain status of Lawrence, potentially less than 100%, further complicates the Jaguars' outlook. Facing a Tampa Bay team riding a hot streak and coming off a convincing win at Lambeau Field, the Jaguars confront an uphill battle, with their underwhelming secondary likely to struggle against the Buccaneers' potent offensive threats. The Jacksonville Jaguars season is rapidly unraveling with 3 consecutive losses, exacerbated by Trevor Lawrence's ankle injury and subsequent entry into concussion protocol. Lawrence's subpar performance in the previous week against the Ravens raises concerns about his effectiveness if cleared to play. The prospect of C.J. Beathard taking the reins, especially on the road, adds another layer of uncertainty. In contrast, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers control their destiny, with a victory positioning them well for the remaining games against Carolina and Tennessee. Motivated by the opportunity to exploit a depleted Jaguars team and fortified by their recent 3-game winning streak, the Buccaneers approach this matchup with confidence, eyeing a division title. As the Jacksonville Jaguars grapple with a challenging stretch marked by injury concerns and a quarterback situation in flux, the negatives continue to mount. Their earlier 6-0 against the spread start in neutral road games appears to be regressing, culminating in their first against the spread road loss in Cleveland. Paralleling the Buccaneers in their playoff pursuit, the Jaguars face a formidable opponent. Anticipating a similar outcome in both straight-up and against the spread results, the Buccaneers' defensive weaknesses are offset by the Jaguars' struggles, making them our choice to cover the spread as underdogs as full-game side pick in this one. Examining the season statistics, the Jacksonville Jaguars have seen the under prevail in 7 of their 14 games, with 5 true road games and a 3-2 over-under record in those contests. Tampa Bay, in contrast, has trended toward the under in 8 of their 14 games, including 4 straight overs in the last 4 games, where their offense averaged 26 points per game. Despite Jacksonville's quarterback uncertainties, the game is predicted to fall short of the projected total, making the under our preferred choice as full-game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.